Okay, so I'm out in the garage. I have the garage door open, so you probably hear cars going by, but I need the light in here, so I'm keeping it open. Anyway, uh, here's what's been going on, why I haven't been doing many videos lately, and thank you to everybody that's written to find out why, or anyone that's written to find out why. I've been having a hard few months struggling with that commission that I just could not get right, and finally did. Dropped it off at my gallery the other day or last week, and they're bringing it up to Virginia to the owner. Really struggling with that, and struggling with a couple of personal things that have happened that have kind of crushed me a little bit, but also one that I don't think I've really talked about online or on YouTube. You know, a lot of times as artists, we're asked to donate work and to help other people and to do this and to do that. And 4 or 5 years ago, I was contacted by a documentary filmmaker. She'd seen my portrait of Yayoi Kusama online and fell in love with it. And she talked to me for a couple of years about using it to help promote and to help raise money for her film and finishing her film, taking it from a short film to a full-length film. Well, after a couple of years, I lost contact with her, but I held hope, because what she wanted to do was take images of my portrait of Kusama and include it in promotional material that would have gone out to several museums, people that donate or support several museums, including MoMA and I believe Tate and a couple of other ones. And that means my copies of my portrait of Yayoi Kusama would have ended up in the hands of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. And that would have been an absolute career maker. Well, that didn't happen. She continued to work on her film, became less communicative with me, and eventually her film was picked up by a major studio, has since gone into distribution. She's flying around the world, you know, giving talks on her film, and I was left in the dust. The last communication, I was really hanging on to this. I was really holding out hope, because this could have made me, really made me. And this is one of many events that happen to people as artists. You know, I've had work stolen on an international level twice. Not once, but twice. I've had so many bizarre, larger-than-life things happen that it's astounding. Well, anyway, you know, she's running around the world giving talks on her film and getting pats on the back, and she's been reviewed by the New York Times. And meanwhile, I'm sitting in my garage struggling to put out a commission. So the last thing I heard from her, when I hinted at maybe there might be a possibility of her keeping her word, the last thing I heard was, well, you know, you can invite friends over and stream my documentary online. Well, I kind of no longer care about this woman or Kusama on many levels at this point, and it crushed me. I mean, this was this fall, and this is part of the reason I haven't been making videos, because I've been this close to stardom so many times, so many times, on a level I never could have dreamt of before. I have failed at reaching stardom on a level I couldn't even have imagined 10 years ago. As ridiculous as that sounds. Anyway, that's kind of crushed me, and it's worn me down quite a bit over the past couple of years and the past couple months. So I've actually thought about stopping painting, giving up painting, giving up this, giving up YouTube, giving up Pinterest, just stopping everything. Because there's only so many times you can fail spectacularly before you go, I'm just really tired now. But something happened the other day that blew me away. Absolutely blew me away, and leaves me staring at my hand going, I have touched history again. I have touched, this hand has touched history again. I kind of wish I hadn't washed it, but yep, can't smell it anymore. But can't smell the history, but I'm living in the memory of. This is what happened. I went down to Miami with my artwork, switched it out with Jay Louise at Blue Egg, He gave me old stuff. I gave him new stuff, newer stuff, new to him, new abstracts and things. And my friend and I decided to go to Wynwood. I was going to take him to a plant shop there. Well, we're driving down the street in Wynwood. We're in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It has probably taken an hour and a half for us to just get across town and get down to Wynwood. He got fried out because of the traffic and the people walking everywhere. But I'm all excited. I'm pointing to the mural. I'm like, that's by that guy, that's by that. Look at that mural, look at that mural. And I'm pointing to one, and I'm going, that's Shepard Fairey, and Shepard Fairey this, and that's Shepard Fairey. When who do we pass on the street? Shepard Fairey. You're welcome. The Shepard Fairey of Obey and the Giant fame. So I'm screaming into the window that does not open, by the way, in his car. I'm in the window screaming, it's Shepard Fairey! There's Shepard Fairey! We drive by, my housemate says, my friend says, stop screaming, stop screaming! I stopped screaming. We got into a little tiff because he was upset over all the traffic and not being able to park, blah, blah, blah. We found a parking space. I started walking up the street to go to the plant store on my own while he took a breather. When who do I bump into? Shepard Fairey, you're welcome. He and I had the nicest conversation, artist to artist conversation, one of the kindest, nicest, nicest conversations about being an artist I have ever had with anyone. I usually have the conversations that go like this. I know more about art than you, and poopy poo and linear and all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to talk above your head so I feel better about myself. Well, I go, whoa, I gotta go. I hate you. This was artist to artist. He talked to me about so many things, like struggling, not being able to buy food while people around the world were calling him a sellout. Just things that artists don't really talk about, especially at his level. I mean, he's world-renowned at this point, and I gotta say, it was just such a reassuring, validating conversation to have that I walked away going, if Shepard Fairey can live through multiple arrests while he was doing his artwork and his graffiti, he was, oh my God, he was sued by the Associated Press because he used that photograph of Obama for his Obama Hope poster that helped Obama get elected. I mean, if he can live through times like that, times where the city of Providence made him into a villain, while people are calling him a sellout, if he can live through that, I can live through whatever it is that I'm living through. Whatever it is that's eating away at my heart every day. Being let down, having work stolen, having contracts violated to the point where I'm beyond broke, where I have the chance at stardom again, and it is once again taken away. If he can deal with all of that, survive, and go into a happy life with his wife Amanda and their kids, and continue creating art, and continuing to look for new goals and reaching new heights and developing his work further and further and further while helping emerging artists, I can live through this. I can deal. That's the point. So I'll probably be on painting live later, and less of this, more of this. What I did was I'm taking a piece of one of my paintings out of my storage room, and I'm drawing lines on it, and I'm going to make it interesting. I've been doing a lot of more ordinary work lately, but I want to get back to my basics, which involves some text or textures. I want to get back to doing what makes me love painting most. So that's the focus. That and cleaning this mess up that I've made over the last couple months and haven't bothered with. I think I'm going to vacuum. Dig that. Anyway, that's the stuff. That's what's been going on. And out of air. So, ciao, ciao, ciao.